Hunter x Hunter Volume 34 finally had Hisoka Moro and Chrollo Lucifer fight, but who won the bout? Hunter x Hunter had been teasing a fight between the two of them since the early days of the series, with Hisoka even joining the Phantom Troop explicitly to fight Chrollo. That fight has finally been shown, but the outcome might not be as decisive as expected. At the climax of the York New City arc, Kurapika used his Judgment Chain ability to end Chrollo Lucifer's criminal career by sealing away his nen. Hisoka wasn't satisfied with that, so during the Greed Island arc, he worked with the Phantom Troop to locate and make a deal with Abingane, a nen user with exorcism abilities, who could free Chrollo from the Judgment Chain. Hisoka did it all under the condition that Chrollo would finally fight him, and Yoshihiro Togashi's Hunter x Hunter Volume 34 finally delivered on that 13 years after the fact. Hisoka Moro and Chrollo Lucifer finally had their fight, and at the end of it all, Chrollo was the winner. The two of them have long been established as two of the strongest fighters in Hunter x Hunter, so the fight forced both parties to fight at their respective peaks, resulting in one of the most intense battles of the series. Here's a breakdown of how Chrollo won the fight and why it's not a definitive indicator of Woe's stronger. Chrollo is winning for now. Chrollo Lucifer was able to defeat Hisoka Moro by using 5 specific nen abilities: Double Face, Sun and Moon, Order Stamp, Convert Hands, and Gallery Fake. Chrollo, voiced in the anime by Mamoru Miyano, who also played Dragon Ball Super. Superheroes Gamma No. 2 used Order Stamp to brainwash the audience of the Heavens Arena into attacking Hisoka, his makeshift army further bolstered by Gallery Fake, letting him make copies of anyone he touched, and by using Sun and Moon, he could turn them all into living bombs that would detonate on contact with Hisoka. Convert Hands allowed Chrollo to disguise himself as someone else to set each phase of the plan into motion, and thanks to Double Face, he was able to nullify his previous limitation of only being able to use one nen ability at a time. Hisoka was able to figure out the ins and outs of Chrollo's plans, but the sheer number of puppets Chrollo had at his disposal overwhelmed him and resulted in his defeat and subsequent death. Hisoka, voiced in the anime by Keith Silverstein, who also voiced Boruto. Naruto Generations Gaijin, survived thanks to commanding his bungee gum to restart his heart and lungs after his death, but it was still his loss either way. Chrollo only beat Hisoka because he set the fight conditions. Chrollo Lucifer was the ultimate victor of the fight, but it's hard to call it a decisive victory for him. From the very beginning of the fight, Chrollo had the advantage of being somewhere that allowed him to use the nen abilities that would give him the easiest time against Hisoka, and as a result, he beat him while rarely ever getting close to him. If they weren't fighting at the Heavens Arena, then Chrollo wouldn't have been able to use that same strategy and might not have been able to win. Hisoka even acknowledged that by promising not to let his opponents set the conditions of a fight again. Chrollo is still an incredibly skilled fighter, so Hisoka wouldn't have been a guaranteed victor under different circumstances. Also, neither character is the kind of person who would care about a fair fight, so Chrollo's victory can be seen as him making better use of his abilities than Hisoka. Hunter x Hunter is already setting up another fight for them, and that could well present a more balanced skirmish.